So it's probably mid-20s outside. And Luna is enjoying one of the waste hay piles. Yes, that's Luna. Snuggling down in, and that's her daughter Kitty, one of the puppies. And the goats are just snuggled up with them. And several bales of hay out. Larry is standing on that bale of hay. We're not using the collapsible feeders right now because there was quite a bit of ice. As you can see on the fence, what hasn't melted yet today, there's still quite a bit of ice. And when that kind of ice builds up on the collapsible feeders, the goats aren't able to push them in and get to the hay. So we come to this point of winter and the bales just go straight out onto the ground. And is there waste? There absolutely is waste. Hi, Dovey. There is waste, but they do turn that waste into little lily pads of comfort and warmth. And our herd much prefers to be outside in the snow and in the fresh air than in the shelters. You can see in the distance there are those three-sided shelters. One of the llamas is standing in the entrance. Right here you'll see a large feeder, and it looks like it's actually a hog feeder. We don't use it as a grain feeder. It is a backup feeder. There are times when we have hay shortages here, and if that happens, we are usually able to source alfalfa pellets, bluegrass pellets, some sort of pelleted hay, and then feed the cattle rounds for the long staple. So we keep that hog feeder just in case we have trouble sourcing the quality hay or run short. Sometimes winters run longer than expected and people underbuy hay and aren't able to source any new hay before the next cutting. So these are the does and doelings out here. Then we have Laura down here. She is checking out the tank. We had to switch to this larger tank for water because we don't have buried water lines here on the canyon yet, or buried electric. So as you can see, we're running a lot of hoses and extension cords. And right now the hoses are frozen. We had a cold snap, and so this allows us to keep, a lot more water just in case. And the 2x4s are in there so we can break up the water. We're using K&H de-icers. Absolutely love those pond de-icers. They keep an area of the water just thawed enough that we can break the ice and the animals can get to it. We don't recommend this size trough for goats. It is extremely deep and dangerous for the kids. The kids are top heavy. Here comes a little one who wants to drink, and we have their summer troughs turned upside down so they can jump up. Show us how it's done, sweetie. Hoppy up there, show us how it's done. They jump up on the turned over troughs and reach in to get a drink. And right now she's able to reach the water, but if it gets much lower, she could very easily fall in, which is a big concern for us, but not something that we can mitigate any other way. As soon as the water is thawed enough for us to fill, of course, we will fill it higher and try to avoid a tragedy of a kid falling into that water. And so here it is right now, winter. Hi, Laura. Winter on the canyon.